And at 7:19 right now, are you looking for a job out there? We know that so many of you are. And if you have a great resume, but you just can't seem to get hired or maybe get that call to come in for an interview, we've got Nick Reed joining us now. He's the author of Selling to the C-Suite. And he joins us live in studio with some advice on how to make your resume stand out. First question, though, why do some of the best resumes not necessarily mean it's the best candidate?
Well, anybody can be enthusiastic in paper, and they can even be enthusiastic for 30 minutes in an interview. So when people are looking at a resume, of course everybody pads it out to make it look like they're the best candidate.
Sure.
Right? So interviewers really are asking more searching questions of candidates these days than ever before to make sure they're bringing the right people into the company.
Well, we know we've done a lot of different stories here on Good Day Colorado where we've gone out and talked to people who are looking for jobs and they can't figure out why they send out 10, 20, 30 resumes a day. They don't get a single phone call. Does anyone actually even look at resumes anymore?
Well, they do, but they're looking for certain filters. So they'll look to see, do you have experience in the industry? They'll be looking at, are you able to express what you do and your value as briefly as possible? They don't want 10-page resumes,
sure.
right? So the thing you need to think about is that you're writing like a newspaper article and you put the best news up front and you keep it really short.
Okay, and here's some interview tips when that you've put out in your book. You say, make sure you show that you've done your homework, you know about the firm, you know about the company. What do you mean by interview the interviewer?
So many times you'll go to an interview and you'll be at the mercy of the interviewer. They'll ask you all the dumb questions. Where do you want to be in 10 years? You know, why should we hire you instead of somebody else? I mean, what really impresses them is when you demonstrate you've done your homework and you're actually interviewing them to say, well, let me ask you some questions. For instance, if I was to get a job here, what would you say would be some of the things that I'd have to most adjust to fit into the culture here so I can make a positive contribution? You could say, I've read on Google and in the press that these are some of the challenges that your company is facing. How will my role make a direct contribution to helping with those things?
What a terrific suggestion.
Right, and they love it because they go, wow, here's somebody that can hit the road immediately and make a difference.
Absolutely. No, that's a great little twist. I've never thought of doing something like that. What about also when you finally get in there, you do get the interview. That's one way to impress them. Is there any no-no, something that you would say in terms of your resume or the interview, do not do?
Well, you don't want to sell your negative side, but you also want to come across as realistic, right? So many times an interviewer will ask you to tell them what are your weak points, and you need to have prepared answers for that. Not such that they'll disqualify you, but at least show that you're self-aware. So always have something up your sleeve.
So it seems like the main key here is preparation. Also, you say articulate and aware. What does this mean?
Well, we call it the ABCs. For the 10-year research that we did on what executives look for when they're recruiting staff or when they're recruiting suppliers as business partners, they want to make sure that the people can articulate their value very clearly and that they're aware of what they do is relevant for the company. So they're saying, are you aware of what value you bring? Can you articulate it clearly? The B in the ABC is, will these people fit in with our behavior? And can they clearly tell us what their benefits are going to be? Otherwise, why are we talking? And the C is all about, do they come across as credible and capable to do the job that we're hiring for, whether you're an employee or whether you're a supplier selling to the organization.
Terrific suggestions. Not all of us can have the fabulous accent, which would get you the job like that. But if you don't have the wonderful accent, Selling to the C-Suite, this is the book right here. Nick Reed, thank you so much for coming by. I love those suggestions.
Great pleasure.
Terrific job. Thank you for being here on Good Day right now at 7:20.